Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Icarus Prometheus Hard Mode. My name is Dig, and in today's episode, we tried to do a mission, but it ended up failing absolutely terribly. Take a look. We are going to be doing some more missions. We are going to be going and catching a thief, apparently, as well as our new tame, the bison named Beefcake. We also now have fur armor, so we can withstand the cold a lot better. I did some research and I did try to re-unlock the Nomad expedition, but basically all that mission is going and trying to get Daisy, and then you're supposed to get a communications upgrade thing, and I think that has something to do with the sample missions, but for some reason it didn't work for me, and I don't know how to fix it. I don't know if maybe doing one of these might help. I don't know. I guess we could try it real quick. Locate an abandoned base and search for it for the UDA. Let's go ahead and request that and see what that has for us. Let's see how fast Beefcake is. I haven't really taken him out yet. I just got him. It was actually kind of difficult because in the snow biome, they're not comfortable all the time because they're cold, which I didn't realize that they would have a temperature requirement, I guess, because I was so used to taming the horses in the normal biomes that it wasn't much of an issue. Now, what we will find that we are going to have an issue with is obviously wolves and things fighting us, which is annoying. How much health does Beefcake have? Well, he had a lot more until I just shot him in the forehead. Oh, wow, he does like a rush thing. Here, let me just pluck that out of your... Stop moving, please. Thank you. Just give me that. Now, we do have some animal feed, which gives our Beefcake here lots of stamina. Now, I feel like he has more stamina than the horses do, the Tyrannuses, which is interesting, but I don't think he's quite as fast, but he should have a lot more carry weight. He does a lot of damage, that's for sure. He just knocked that guy right out. I suppose on one hand, having all of these animals coming after us isn't a bad thing because I do need their bits for crafting. I need a lot of epoxy now. We are level 23, so we are definitely into tier 3. And we got the machining bench. I'm working on getting the cement mixer and the forge and the concrete furnace going. It's going to take a little bit of resources, but of course you need concrete for that. Now, is this the return pod? Is that what it's looking for? No, it actually wants us to grab this. Okay, we have a beacon. Now, does it want us to come over to this little shelter here? So obviously I noticed this and I didn't make this, so this obviously spawned here. Base has 27 pieces remaining. Defend and repair the base. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I don't know exactly what this is asking me to. 7% yen. Okay, so we do need to repair it. Oh my goodness, there's a baby polar bear. What the heck? I'm not prepared for that. Beefcake is totally gonna die if this is the case. We're gonna be running into these things. Can I even kill this thing? It's got so much health. Beefcake. That's the opposite of what I was trying to do. Oh no, there's a hailstorm coming in, or is it just a regular snowstorm? Well, either way, I don't imagine this crappy thatch is going to hold up to that. This is going to be tougher than I thought. Oh, what the heck? There's all kinds of stuff coming out now. Y'all could... Yeah, leave the shelter. Come to me. Perfect. Well, I'm just glad they're cubs and not regular full-size bears, because I feel like that would be a lot more difficult. But it's already pretty difficult. I'm really regretting using this knife. I want my spear back. I can't do nearly as much as I normally do with just this crappy spear. Hey, Wolf, can you get out of my house, please? That'd be cool. I'm just going to use a shooter kit. I don't think I need one, but I'm going to use one. Nope, that was a waste. Okay. Are we going to fail this mission too? How are we not prepared to do missions yet? This is kind of upsetting. Come on, get out of here. Are you good, Beefcake? Yeah, you're good. Ow, I'm not. Ah! No, run! Why? How are they so fast? Oh, this is not good. Yeah, getting those health tonics definitely are something that we need to do. I'm gonna die. Okay, so before I go running straight out there again, why don't we pick up a few of our health tonics here. And we'll put that there, I guess. Might want to eat something real quick, because that'll always be helpful. Should be able to get our stuff back, no problem. Oh, but I'm going to jump off of this ledge and kill myself. That was going to be a bad idea. Let me just walk around. Oh no, and the buffalo was killed. Oh, that's such a shame. It took me like 25 minutes to get him tamed. That's so frustrating. Oh, now we have thunderstorm coming? What? Okay, if I get struck by lightning and die, I'm gonna be so mad. How am I supposed to defeat this? I'm confused. Clearly that isn't gonna happen with like 8 polar bears destroying this place. This is not at all how this was supposed to go, game. You stupid polar bear. 8 polar bear cubs. Oh, come on. Don't start with this. Leave me be. Fine. Don't leave me be. Just kill me again. That's cool. Okay, well, the storm is gone, but the house is also like 99% gone too. So I'm not really sure how this is supposed to play out here with 8 of these guys coming right at me immediately. Like, holy cow. And my knife is nearly dead too. Forgot to repair that. Well, can't repair it because I didn't have it. So there's that. Come here then. Come on. Maybe if we use the axe. I know people say this is a pretty good weapon when you have the right skills for it and stuff. See, I just need the range. Like, having to be right up in their mouth with the knife just isn't going to work out. Okay, time to run. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to... Oh, jeez, there's more? Leave me be! Oh, jeez, I ended up pulling all of them. What if I go in the water? That's probably what I should have started with. Ah, so close. What happens if they destroy the whole building? Do I just fail the mission and can't do it again? Well, rather than wait for it to fail, we're just going to abandon the quest, and that should hopefully reset it and allow it to be redone at some point. I just broke my ankle, so now I've got to wait 200 seconds, and I have to go and somehow get my stuff and hope that those pesky little polar bears are not still there. This is not at all how I thought this was going to turn out. And it turns out you can not survive that fall. So with that said, why don't we move on from that terrible tragedy and give you a little bit of a tour of the new base. I spent a long time building this. It took a lot of materials, but I think it came out very nicely, and I think it will be big enough for everything that we will eventually accumulate as far as different crafting benches and things like that. Unfortunately, the stone ceilings, or at least the stone in general, is not strong enough to withstand the storms that are in this snow biome, which is pretty extreme if you ask me, but that's not a big deal. We'll get to concrete and stuff eventually, and hopefully that'll have 100% resistance. We'll have to get a better hammer, that's for sure. Now I've organized things. This is about the crafting corner over here, and we'll have our different forges and things set up, and we'll obviously have to put the ones that go outside. Here's our masonry bench, the carpentry bench, and the masonry bench. And this is the cooking area, so I've got a potbelly stove now, which is actually very handy. I didn't realize that this could make so many different things. Very nice, definitely don't want to miss out on that. I made another icebox. This is like the vegetable one, and this is the meat one. I'm leaving these general storage bins here because I want to go ahead and make the more advanced cupboards here, the wood cupboards, but I want to level up so that they have the full inventory slots that they can have. I'm very close to having that. We just look at the talents here. It's in habitation, and I already have the extra space 1, and if you come down here, you can get extra space 2, and it gives you another 5 generic inventory slots. And unfortunately, that is a trait that is locked to when you build an item, and because they're kind of expensive, at least early game, I want to get as much as I can out of it. There's like these little balconies up here. I thought about maybe putting something up here. I don't know. For now, they keep breaking, so I obviously have to keep that in mind. Let me know in the comments if you guys like the design I chose. I think it's kind of fitting. It's very nice. Eventually, I will have like an animal pen and like a farm and probably like a windmill area for power generation. Unfortunately, oh, actually, we do have operations available. So this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. So we definitely need to go ahead and take a moment and prepare for different things. Now this says grow some crops and deliver to the UDA. We're probably not even ready for that yet because we just have nothing. I have been working towards getting the different benches set up. Right now we have the machining bench, and I need to go ahead and craft up the cement mixer, probably the forge. But as you can see here, we have ammo casing, and I have spec'd into some ammo. I don't think I've decided quite yet which gun I'm going to be using. We have the pistol, the shotgun, and the rifle. Now, when you go to tier 4, which we're not really close to getting yet, you unlock the hunting rifle, which is probably going to be the top tier thing. I did wonder whether or not the ammo is like recyclable, like at least the casings. I don't think it is. I'm leaning towards the shotgun because we usually are very up close, and I just really like shotguns. It has the most ammo capacity, and I'm assuming it's going to do a decent amount of damage. Another thing I want to get into is going to be some of the deep mining things from the biofuel. It's going to take us a long time to get everything we need to get up to the electric stuff, so we will have to play around with the biofuel. I don't know if I want to go into this cold steel stuff or if I want to just go to titanium, which we are, I think, close to getting to titanium. Or no, titanium is tier 4. So yeah, we're either going to have to do platinum or the cold steel. What's the difference between the platinum pickaxe? So 133 versus... So they're about the same, except it looks like the frozen stuff is actually better for maybe melee weapons and things, which is interesting. But with that said, we actually have to go on a bit of an adventure and get a new tame because, as you saw in the clip, we lost our bison that I had tamed. I don't know if I want to get another bison or if I want to get a horse. I'd like to have both, but right now we really just can't afford to have something sit around eating up resources until I've gathered enough to make a large farm, which is something I probably want to do today. All right, everything is all repaired up. It's a brand new day. House is good. I think part of the reason why it was breaking is that there was a little bit of structural rigidity problems, and I think as the storms come and the snow piles on, I really do think that is actually having an effect in why those roofs broke, because nothing else was broken, just those, and those were the only ones that were yellow when I was actually putting the panels back in place. So I added some supports, and hopefully it'll be okay now. I'm on the search or the hunt for a new tame, and then we'll go ahead, get it back home, tame it up, and then we can finally get on to the heart of the episode, which is going to be mass collection of resources and a little bit of exploration, because I've pretty much tapped out the caves nearby, so we're going to have to go far away. You know what? I found these moas. Why don't we try and tame a moa this time around? I've not tried out... Wait, am I shooting the baby or the adult? I was shooting the baby. Oops, my bad. I've not tried moas yet as a tame. I think they're the fastest, but they have the least carry weight. That would make the most sense to me. But we'll see. I'm assuming this thing's going to be kind of a pain in the butt to tame too, because it's going to have temperature requirements just like the bison. There is a bison nearby. I actually came across a couple of Tyrannus, but they don't have any babies, which is peculiar. Usually they always have babies, but 2 of them and haven't seen any babies. You hear that? Look at that. It's about to break because of the structural rigidity from the snow. That is some real expensive mistakes right there. That's kind of frustrating. I don't know. It's going to be so ugly having all these stinking posts everywhere to hold up the roofs from the snow load. But I guess it is going to have to be the thing, unfortunately. Well, this is very frustrating. For whatever reason, it doesn't matter what I do, this piece will not go green. I mean, you can see all of the pillars I have here. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. We got ones here, Because everyone, like, that one's orange, so that means it's going to break very soon, and there's nothing I can do to support that anymore. Do I really have to wipe snow off of the roofs in order for them to not break? Because if that's a thing, that is really stupid and really frustrating. Like, I will literally move to a different biome because of that. Like, that is just ridiculous. I'm not getting on the roof to shovel. I have to do it in real life. There's no way I'm doing that in a video game. It's absurd. Let me know in the comments if there's any way to fix that issue, because that's got to go. So a couple things I noticed. I did get this to stop being yellow, both of them that were yellow, by putting these stone pillars up. So I don't know if it just wasn't connected all the way through, because, you know, I think if you go from top to bottom, it doesn't really connect that it's on a foundational support. And another thing is, obviously this is another day for me recording, but there is no more snow. And I think when you like log out or whatever, it gets rid of all the snow on the building, which might be like a little bit of a cheat code to not have to use the thwacker to get rid of all of the snow on top. We are only at 27% with our little buddy here, which has apparently climbed up on my fridge. So that's still going to be a minute. Fortunately, he'll sort of just like chill, although he needs to get down from there because he's sleepy. He needs to go take a nap. Come on. Good boy. Come out here. I need to move this around too and build him a shelter at some point too, but I'm out of materials. I have nothing. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? I ran down there a minute, and then I came back, and this guy had spawned up here. So obviously, they can still spawn up here. I wonder if they can't spawn on structures. Like, if I put floors all along this place, if they wouldn't be able to spawn. That'd be interesting. That'd make, like, spawn-proof this place. I am going to be putting a gate up at some point right here. I think these guys are pretty much friendly. I am interested in maybe killing one time and seeing what kind of resources they give you. But I have a bad feeling that there's no way I'm going to take that. Also, I don't know if you guys can hear, but a lot of times when there's storms, because there's a rainstorm going on right now, although it's very mild, there's like cracking glacier sounds, which is really cool. I totally forgot to place this down and get it started. We're going to need a lot of stone and silica, which, as you can see, I don't really have much. I have a little bit of silica and a little bit of stone, and then I'm going to have to make up some tree sap. I got a little bit. Going to have to get at least a bit of this started. How many can we make? 12. Okay, how many do we need? For that, we need 20. Okay, 12. Biofuel composter isn't really priority right now. And then just a bunch of stone for that. Okay, so I used these little fences, wood railings here, to make a little bit of pen, so he would stay nearby, because he kept wandering around and trying to like walk off the platform, which was really annoying. But hopefully now you'll stay in there, and you'll grow up big and strong. We're at 65%. You're still cold, because I don't think this counts as a shelter. In fact, I know it doesn't, because I was still getting rained on or whatever. Okay, our mower is ready, and I'm going to be naming it Chicken. For very obvious reasons. And I think this one should probably be... Oh yeah, this only has passive. So they're not a fighter for sure. Which is good to know. I would like to see how fast they are. Let me go to sleep and get a saddle up. Okay, got a saddle. Let's go ahead, put that on. And you only have 2 slots. So you're definitely an exploring guy. You're not going to be doing anything other than that, but how fast are you? Pretty quick. Not gonna lie, you're pretty fast. You're really low stamina though. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. I was kind of hoping that this would be much better than this, but that makes sense. Well, at least we can say that we did it now. Unfortunately though, I'm going to have to go get someone else, because you're not going to work for what I want to do today. So I wanted to try out this steel heater shield. I look at all the ones that were available, and this one doesn't block the most damage, but it does have the most blocking angle, which may or may not be something that I really needed, but we will see. I feel like 125 degrees is a good amount, and 75% of block damage is nice. 90 would be the best, but I wanted to try this. If this shield doesn't work out for me, then it's just because I don't like using a shield, and I'm going to switch back to using a spear, because I like to have that longer range. Eventually, once we get the shotgun, we may not even use melee weapons at all because it's close quarters. But we have it unlocked now. Let's try and go get into a fight and see what we can get. Oh, also, I found this Equus here, but he doesn't seem to be taming for some reason. He's very unhappy. He can sleep here. He's got plenty of food, but he doesn't want to be here. I don't know if it's because of this guy or what his deal is. I don't know what his deal is, but we're going to leave him behind. All right, Wolf, let's go. Okay, so that barely did any damage. Oh. You know, it helps if you actually can time the wolves properly. I think it's working. Yeah, I can hear it, like, doing the sound of blocking. That kind of works. Definitely having something that blocks a little bit more damage might be nice, for sure. Obviously going to take some time to get used to unequipping the shield on accident, because normally I have my stuff on the same thing as the shield. Let's fight somebody else. We got another wolf nearby. I don't know that I want to fight the blueback. What about this jaguar guy? Snow leopard. Oh. Okay, yeah, so definitely blocking more damage. Did that? I don't think that blocked. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, it's gonna take me a little bit of time to get used to that, I think. Definitely gives me a lot more confidence in a fight. I don't feel so naked and feel like I have to move around as much. But with the spears, I was definitely able to not take like any damage at all, which was definitely a benefit. This is so confusing to me. Like, it's all super stormy and everything right now. I'm getting storm exposure and it's freaking out. All the trees are falling over. Look how pretty it is. It's just all sunny and nice. And it's like, no, it's a really bad storm. Rah! It's like, yeah, sure it is, pal. Okay. So I didn't know this, but you can actually use the shield with the axes. But if you notice, the stamina bar drains while you're holding the shield. Now, granted, it doesn't drain all that quickly, but it could definitely mean the difference between getting a successful block and not, which is something to definitely keep in mind. All right, so I think we have just enough to craft the concrete furnace and the forge. Just skirting it close with that iron there. Yeah, I think we'll have 1 ingot left, which is pretty crazy. Didn't plan that at all. And if I remember correctly, the forge has to be outside, but the concrete furnace can be inside, which means it can sort of just slot in right here. And then outside, I guess we can we'll probably make this the forging area at some point. But for now, our animals are there. I'm going to build them a structure probably off to one of the sides here. Okay, and what can we make in our forge here? We can make our steel stuff. We can make our better bow, which we don't really have any materials for right now. How are you doing? Okay, you're finally taming, finally. Okay, good. I don't know what determined your happiness, but now you're happy. The water seems to be filling up regardless because I don't think this is actually considered a shelter. Our crops aren't looking very good. Now, I think you can make metal crop plots, and someone told me that they're irrigated, which is cool. I don't really like how they look, though. So I just went ahead and made wood crop plots. It doesn't really take too much time to just, slap some water down in it with the watering can, so that's not the big of a deal. Now, where do I want to put this? Obviously, you know me, I like to have the nice big farm area. I feel like, actually, we have flat areas on the roof that might be good for, not farming, but maybe for the windmills. I feel like this area is not really flat. I'd have to get some floors and see how far out I can go. I guess we could put it like out here in the front area somewhere. I do like having the garden in the beginning of the house, but it is going to make it a little cluttered. I only have 6 stone floors, and you can actually see if I look down there, I've accidentally placed floors down in the ground, which is really annoying. Not that many. I don't know what that's snapping to, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're 5 wide, which doesn't really work so well. We could leave a path in the middle. That'd be kind of cool. So we'll just do 2 like that, and then I guess we'll have this one. No, I want the front one to be the bigger one. for now anyway. And we'll just sort of fill these out, and I'll get some pillars going. And this will be the farm area, and then I guess maybe have a door here. I don't know, probably not, because that's where the crafting benches are. So maybe I should just go straight across and leave it that way. Wish I had more stone, but I don't. So for now, I'm just going to be planting corn. In the future, I may mess around with some of the more advanced recipes like the stew. It's not all that much better than like the cream corn. I am interested in how long it lasts though, because the cream corn doesn't last very long as far as the spoil time. Even with it being salted, it just takes forever, or it spoils really quickly. But the stew here in the potbelly stove requires mushroom, carrots, and raw meat, and it has plus 10% to stamina regeneration, health regeneration, and projectile damage, which is pretty good. One thing that I am curious about is the roast vegetables. This actually gives you 225 maximum stamina, which is pretty sweet. This other one here, the soy stir fry, is pretty good though, but I hate soy, so forget that. I do want to get into crispy bacon because it gives you 15% experience gain, which is really nice, and 90 stamina and health, which is also pretty good. I don't know where pigs are or boars are on the map right now, so I can't really get that at the moment. Once our Tyrannus grows up, we'll be able to go out and exploring for some more ore. But first, we're obviously going to need a pickaxe made of steel because we're going to need the ability to grab up the ores. Those ores, of course, needing a steel pickaxe to go ahead and harvest them. Now, the concerning part is we're very nearly out of everything. Like, I have one piece of iron in here, one piece of iron in here, no iron in here. Like, it's very scary how nearly out of everything we are. And that's concerning because we definitely are going to need to get some more. What level is the thumper at? Isn't the thumper a tier 4 item that's like really hard to get because it needs composites? Yeah, I can't get to the thumper fast enough. Obviously, we're going to need to go very far and wide exploring to find more ore. Now, I think there's probably plenty of caves in here. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what that's about. Might want to go check that out. There's definitely that really big cave over here by C3 that I want to check out too, which we might do that today. So if you're watching this and you're going, Dig, you know you can just put the shield in the G slot. Yeah, I just realized that because it has the little carry icon. So now it can just always be there and I don't have to worry about it taking up my number 2 slot, which is usually for my pickaxe. So now we can just tease this little leopard here and run around and kill him. Now, if only I could get myself a sword. Now, I know there's like the machete or whatever, but I don't know how that works. Obviously, I think part of the game's mechanics, having a shield and a spear together is a little probably OP, but it would make sense considering historically they use swords and spears and shields all the time. Can I like parry? I don't think I can parry. I'm terrible at this. Why do I have a shield? It's funny because in every video game, like an RPG or whatever, I always use sword and shield. Like that is my go-to. I don't ever use heavy weapons like the big broadswords or the big axes or anything like that. It's always just sword and shield. You know, maybe occasionally use dual swords, or when I first played Skyrim, I would use just like a healing spell and a sword, but quickly transferred to using heavy armor and a shield and sword. But in this game, I don't know, the mechanics are kind of wonky, so it doesn't really feel as nice using the shield. Maybe I just need to take some time to getting used to it. I don't know. Here, kitty kitty. Bonk. Now, I do have a wound, so it looks like they can still wound you through the shield. But man, that poke on the forehead right there, it gets them every time. I'm trying to level up to 25 because I need some tech points. Oh, that's something though. The shield is already at like half health, which is not particularly... How the heck did you hit me facing the opposite direction? Do you have a area of effect attack? That's kind of lame if you do. That's really annoying. That's stupid. It should be a hitbox. It should not be area of effect. What is this down here? Is this just like a little shelter hovel? Yeah, it appears so. That would have been cool as like a cave entrance. I kind of was expecting a cave to be here, honestly, because of how big this shelf is. But there's not. Is this an exotics one? Yeah, it is. Does this hurt me? This doesn't hurt me? I thought this hurt me. I avoided those this entire time thinking those hurt me. There we go. We got level 25. That was fast. And I need a level 25 so I could go ahead and get the buckshot and the shotgun, which is something we're going to be working towards probably in the next episode because we're going to run out of time this one. But also, I wanted the thermos because I didn't want to grab the canteen. Now I'll be able to grab this soon once we get the horse ready to go and we can actually finally get some ores because I'm all tapped out. Finally! Oh my gosh, this took forever. All right, claim owner Bartholomew. Yep, we're going to go with that. And we'll do defensive, of course. Turn off follow for now. You can stay there. Is my house making that noise, or is that just the weather? The storm is about over, so I think we can just go ahead and equip the saddle here and head off on our journey to that big ol' ice cave. So we're near this weird bluish purplish area on the map, and I'm not exactly sure what is so special about this place. I mean, I think this is just like a regular... Oh, it's clay. Okay, interesting. I wonder if that's what you use for scoria. But other than that, I don't really think that this is anything all that special, so I don't know why this purple's on the map. And there wasn't like a meteor event or anything that I know of, so I don't know. Weird. Okay, here we are at the ice cave. Let's go inside and see what we've got going on. It looks to be pretty normal so far. It looks like there's quite a bit of stuff in here. Surprisingly, no worm spawns. I wonder if this is like that one cave from Olympus where you go through it and it like gives you access to another area, or if this is just a really big resource cave. Plenty of resources here, though, so that's a good thing. I don't know that I want to jump down there with this guy just yet, but this is really cool. It's huge. Good thing I built some ramps. Probably going to need some more, though. Wow, look at all those resources. They're everywhere. And it's, like, completely safe in here. Oh, we're about to get a massive haul from here. Let's go. So I made it all the way down to the bottom of the cave because I wanted to see how far it went, and there's like this little tunnel here. I have pneumonia, so I can barely move. Hopefully there's nothing down here, and there looks like be some sort of tunnel here. There's also an ice wall that I could dig out, which we'll go back and do in a second. How big is this cave? This is insane. Oh crap, now there's worms? Okay, I was not expecting that. Does this connect to a different cave system? I might need to come back with some antibiotic medicine or something. Oh, there's water down here. I didn't expect the water. I'm stuck. It's also very cold down here. Holy cow, it keeps going? No way. How much further down? This is crazy. Where am I on the map? I am so far in here. Good thing I got ramps. I think we're able to get out. There's tons of ore in here. I mean, tons. Insane amount. Like, this is definitely a bison trip cave for sure. Oh, that's not sketchy at all. Oh. Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. Oh, man. All right. I don't like the heights. They get to me after a while. Oh, there's a deep aluminum deposit down here. I wonder... Oh, hello. We got some exotics. I didn't think those were on this map. That's cool. Now, did we come all the way down here for this? Or is there actually, like, something else down here? I had a bit of a run around, but I'm not seeing anything else that's in here. No secret glacier walls or anything like that. And I used the camera mode to go down in there, and there isn't anything down there as well. Although it looks like you could maybe like ramp your way down and everything. And there's plenty of resources down in here. I'm probably not going to grab any of these now because it's going to be a long walk back. If I do... Oh, geez. Okay, I'm going to go back to the entrance now and start mining up some of these resources. I actually totally forgot about this ice wall here. Let's see how deep this is. This could just be like a giant ice chunk, which is cool. It'll be kind of unfortunate because I can't do anything with the ice right now, and I have like no stamina, so this is going to take me a minute to get through this. If this is a through, it looks like there might be something back there. Okay, I'm through. It looks like it's just another tunnel. Oh, there's a worm. How many more are there going to be? And is this a big tunnel like the other one was, or is this just like a little small room? Oh, wow, got an instant shot on that. Must have been a critical. What's up here? I think this might just be a room. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to get myself out of here now. Pro tip, always carry ramps. They're invaluable for these ice caves for sure. Okay, so it's just a little secret room. Not bad. A little bit of ice if you need some. That's cool. Although it's pretty easy to just grab some off the ground. So I'm going to drop that for now. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of the episode. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will have to do some more resource gathering on my own in between next episode and this episode because, yeah, this has been going on for a little bit longer. I'm trying to make the episodes a little bit shorter. 45 minutes to, an hour is pretty long. If you did enjoy the episode, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. As always, may the Lord bless you and your loved ones as he has blessed me and mine. I love you. Jesus loves you. And I will see you guys in the next episode of Icarus.